What do you guys got?
Here we go.
So, Mark Maron went on to his podcast and he says that he doesn't agree with Todd Phillips' statement saying that PC culture is ruining comedy. He has a quote basically saying, if you're too intimidated to try to do comedy that is deep or provocative or even a little controversial without hurting people, then you're not good at what you do, or maybe you're just insensitive. What do you guys think about that?
Because he's responding to Todd Phillips went, I got out of comedy.
Okay, because Todd was getting a lot of these critics were talking about how Joaquin Phoenix was probably the kind of guy that would inspire violence.
No,
Yeah,
you're
sorry,
off on that.
sorry.
So Todd Phillips saying he left comedy to do the Joker because he don't do comedy or just 2PC.
Todd's always been the guy who pushed the envelope. I mean, Todd's always been the guy who did shit that we were like, what? From his documentaries to his movies. The Hangover is outrageous. You see a dick in it at the end. I mean, a lot of things, you're like, what the fuck?
But here's something to consider. Those the Hangovers, that's gone.
Yeah.
The comedies aren't doing
He's just evolving.
So it was just it's a business move too.
Yeah.
Like he's so talented, he can do the Joker, but name the last comedy movie that's crushed it. Like they just don't, it's over. Everyone has their run. Like that Rat Pack of comedy, it went from Will Ferrell in that group to Seth Rogen. It's over, man.
Yeah.
But
So
a new group will emerge.
But
and I feel like the new group is closer to in our neck of the woods.
Maybe
100%.
Yeah, but I do think that that comedy, that PC culture isn't good for art.
I don't think it's killing it though. I think you're responding.
Well, it gives you something to fight against.
But I also think you're responding to the loud, the 2% on there, the loudest. Like you're not making art for
Bill Burr
them.
could give a fuck. Dave Chappelle could give a fuck. They are great because they are bucking against that trend. They're like, this is bullshit.
But they're just making comedy. And look, they're all the biggest comics in the world. Just they sell out everywhere. Arenas.
Exactly.
They're worried. They're
Exactly.
worried that this incels are going to use the Joker as some sort of biblical, foundation to go on a violent rage.
Yeah.
We've always had incels in our society. Okay, there's always a group of people, guys out there that can't get pussy, no matter how hard they try.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm going to say this. And this might be controversial, but I feel like I am an incel. That I broke out free.
Wow.
Think you made it.
I'm going to tell you this
You've always
right now.
gotten laid, though.
No, not always.
Yeah.
What happened was when I was in high school, I realized during Sadie's Hawkins.
The Sadie Hawkins.
So is that the winter formal?
Sadie Hawkins.
No, that's when the girl asked the guys out.
When the girls asked the
that was
guys
the
out.
best.
It's the best? I never went.
You were never asked.
Stop. That was the best?
I enjoyed it.
Never went. And of course you would enjoyed it. You know why? You probably got asked. Bully.
Why am I
You feel
bullied?
good?
I agree.
Yeah. Bully. Right?
I loved
You
it.
love
I loved it.
picking on physically people
He's about
physically
to
less
open up.
than you.
He's
fuck.
about to open up, you son of a bitch.
You're a son of a
Did
fucking
it go well
cocklord.
for you, Mr. Varsity Blues? Mr. Giant?
Shithead.
full
All
head
I'm
of
saying
hair
is I went to the
and
dance.
muscles and shoulders
So
for days.
anyway, some of us
Go on, Bobby.
didn't get asked. Some of us,
Got funny.
no. Please don't finish my fucking monologue
thank
that I
you.
wrote.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
sorry.
All right. My cousin Andy, my fat cousin Andy and I used to take my Corolla, I had a brown Corolla station wagon.
Hell yeah.
We put it on the edge of the cliff and we'd sit on the hood overlooking Sadie's Hawkins where the school was, Poway High School.
Yeah.
On a cliff. And I used to talk to Andy about either killing ourselves or killing everybody in there.
Yeah.
Right? Just as a talk.
Yeah, you're an insult.
Yeah,
You're
just a couple
high, you're
boys.
getting high,
Pretty
right.
high.
And then you graduate from high school and you realize, oh, I'm never gonna get pussy.
Yeah.
Because now not only am I have the incel packaging, right?
Yeah.
But now I don't have the smarts, so I can't develop an app to make money
Were you
or
like-
get good grades in high school or college. Right?
Now you're going to get paid playing video games.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So now I'm in trouble.
Yes.
Right. So at 23, I walked by the Comedy Store in La Jolla because I was walking to work. Because there was a coffee shop that next to the
You were
Comedy
always
Store.
funny, though. Weren't you
No.
always cracking your friends
No,
up?
no.
Okay.
No,
No.
I was scared. Like I was probably on some databases. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
My name was on some lists.
Okay. So
And as I walked by, and it had a help wanted sign, and I thought to myself, I have to either try or become nothing. And I tried. I knocked on the door. I got a job. I did the open mic. I became a regular.
Now look at
Moved up, and now look, right? So I'm an incel that got out of his predicament.
yep.
But we've always had incels, so
That's a very.
It's
that's
not the Joker. They're looking for any stuff.
That's a legit.
If it's
That's a
not the Joker,
legit
it'd be
thing,
something
though.
else.
I hope people hear that because that's form of desperation where you go, I have one shot to get out of this, or I'm going to be nothing.
yeah, but incels have to realize it's in their mind. Hey, if you're an incel and you're like in a 1-bedroom apartment somewhere
jacking
deep,
off.
jerking off,
Cheetos.
deep in the valley or wherever, and you're thinking, fuck alive, this and that. Just know, right, that we've all been there.
Yes.
And some women, maybe fucking nerd every once in a while.
Throw him a bone.
Is that wrong? That's a bad.
No,
You're gonna have to cut that out. I think that's a bad. Yeah, but is that a bad point of view?
no,
Why?
not
To
at all.
throw incels a bone so they don't say it's not with the women's responsibility. So you know what? Don't do anything, women, and fuck you, incels.
Jesus, dude, you just turned on me.
I know.
Woke culture guy.
I know. Sometimes you guys have to cut me off. I don't know what I'm talking
That's a good
about.
story,
good.
though.
No, I was talking. You guys were like,
No, but I like that story.
You guys didn't say nothing. You guys were like, keep going. You don't know what you're talking
No,
about. Keep going.
but I pull your shirt down. But I appreciate that story.
And I
Appreciate
won't.
this story. It's
I
a
won't.
half shirt. It's not the
I don't care. I
70s. It's not the 70s.
But do you believe? So then what happens? I did the Comedy Store
Have
in La
respect for my
Jolla.
show.
And then one day, Jennifer Field came up to me, this white woman, and she was 23, and she was like, hey, I live in Oceanside, and I live with my mom in Oceanside. You should come over tomorrow.
Ooh,
And I went over there.
Bust
She saw me
nuts.
perform, and I did 69 with her in her mom's closet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh,
bro.
And I
dude.
never had, not only was she white,
Fuck
but she was
yeah.
young
That's
and
what's
hot.
That's what-
And I remember,
Jesus Christ.
Big ass.
no, I remember being in the closet.
Hey, pull your pants.
No, I'm doing a scene now.
All right.
Yeah, I remember
Sorry,
doing
was in
the
the
class.
closet.
Right.
Oh, God.
I remember doing the class, not the class, what class? In the closet, and I'm doing it, whatever, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
licking
yeah.
that
Well,
ass.
all right,
Dude.
yeah.
You an ass guy too?
Brian, when I'm doing this, don't go, yeah.
No, I like
Yeah,
this,
right?
though. There you
Yeah.
go.
And going, and I remember looking up at the heavens, right? Going,
The brown heaven.
thank you, God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thanked the Lord Jesus.
Did her vagina taste like Heineken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then did you
That's what happens.
bust in her
And
right
hot
mouth?
blood.
That's from a book called The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. First time he goes down on a girl, he goes, she tasted like Heineken.
Yeah.
By Juno Diaz, who's one
We got too
incredible writer.
serious, Brian. You
You're
know,
getting way too
Sorry
serious
about that.
again.
way too serious.
Sorry, I went there.
Back to him busting though.
Is that the
Yeah,
greatest?
so anyway, I'm like,
Yeah.
And she was, did she just start, how did that happen? Like 69 is a bold first move.
It's aggressive.
no, it didn't start. I didn't go from walking into the front door in 69. There was
Yeah.
built. It was like a thing.
Man, that's good.
Right. So, because I didn't, because I thought maybe she was like, can you clean the pool?
Yeah.
Because I had never had a girl come up to me and go, I want to hang out with you in a sexual way.
Did it have
So
to-
when they said, let's hang out, I always thought it was a job. Like, I'll have to move something or, you know what I mean? But it's not about, so when I went to her house, we had dinner and then came back to her house.
Why the closet though? Wasn't there beds?
Why
or?
not?
I think because she had animals, like a lot of
Yeah.
cats. I don't know.
No, that's a no.
Get in the closet.
But let me say something. I fucked her maybe 20 times that summer.
Yeah, oh yeah. Good
And-
summer.
I mean, I literally would cry.
Yeah, it's the greatest
Making
thing
love.
ever.
Oh,
You were 23.
Also, being a fat Asian guy,
Yeah.
Korean dude,
Doing
in
the thing.
in the late mid 90s.
Ugh.
95.
What are we
You know, all these Ali Wongs and all these other like Jimmy
They should be
Yang
thanking
Yangs
you.
and all
They
these
should be
little-
thanking you.
They should be blowing me, but
Yes.
and
You
thanking
opened the
me.
doors.
Did I not?
Dude, you're
Trailblazer.
the Jackie Robinson of Asia.
Did I not?
One of the greats.
Right?
Jackie Robinson.
One of the greats.
I'm one of the
Koreans.
greats, am I not?
Yep, you got it,
Dude,
You
Yeah.
got to pull your shirt down there. You know.
So, I wonder what that girl's doing now. You ever think about that?
No, I don't want to.
What she
Yeah.
look like?
I don't know.
What did she look like?
Back then, she was blonde, beautiful eyes. Maybe Not fat.
Big titties though.
Big titties.
Yeah.
Very big, but beautiful face. Princess Diana died.
Oh.
That's how I know. That's how I opened the conversation.
Diana died.
Yeah, Diana died. So that how far? Well, what year was that when Diana died?
1994. I would say 3. Princess
I'm
Diana.
gonna say 94.
It would have to be after 95 because that's when I started doing stand-up. So 95 is when I started, and I know that she had died.
97.
97. So yeah, so that's why that happened. So when 97, I was working the door at the La Jolla Comedy Store that date, which is probably a Saturday. I don't know. But
I opened for Joe Coy, and he had some.